What's up guys, Anders here with another video. Today we're going to go over the update for the week and look at how artifacts work in BDO. The major update this week is a new item slot piece called artifacts. There are 2 slots available to you and 4 different types of artifacts in the game. One is an offensive one is a defensive one is a special artifact, with the last one being a life skills artifact. The idea is to choose the artifact that have base stats according to what you want out of them. So if you say want HP increase, you would need to get the Cahel's artifact. This is where it's important to also see where the specific Cahel artifact you want drops. Each type of artifact has a designated grinding location. Now if you don't grind and you're a life skiller, you would obtain your artifacts by doing the designated life skill you want. For the case of cooking, fishing, trading, and alchemy, you would do imperial deliveries and receive one of the 3 possible artifacts at a chance. Everyone gets monster AP and monster DR artifacts for completing the main story, so you have at the very least PvE related artifacts at your disposal just by completing the story. On top of these artifacts, we now have the Lightstones. So you can think of these as sort of magic crystals, but for artifacts there's also one major difference between magic crystals and Lightstones, and that is that Lightstones only ever break if you die while you're negative karma. Otherwise, don't worry too much about breaking your Lightstones, that won't happen. Now if you wish to take out Lightstones, there's also a blacksmith that will sell you a tool much like a crystal extraction tool to help you take out Lightstones safely. They cost about 10 million silver each. There are many different types of Lightstones and each also have 4 different categories, and you can tell which category a Lightstone is in or a part of by the name or by the color. The effects of these Lightstones vary as well and can be dropped from world bosses and be bought from the market. Now there are however several states of Lightstones, so the imperfect Lightstones will be more common Lightstones you find through grinding, scroll bosses, life skilling, but these are unusable till you purify them. Now if you are Alchemy Guru 1, you can purify them yourself with a simple recipe, but if you're not, you can go to an alchemist NPC at any major city, pay 20 million silver to have them purify the Lightstone for you. Now the reason you would prefer to purify the Lightstones yourself is because there is a small chance at getting more than 1 purified Lightstone per craft. Now much like artifacts where you need to grind these specific areas for the type you want, Lightstones work the same way. The type you want will drop more often by doing certain content. Now the next step is finding the correct Lightstones to give you a bonus combination effect. So if you use 3 or 4 Lightstones, you'll be able to activate a hidden bonus effect that will display on your artifacts. The artifacts you use do not matter in this case, only the Lightstone combination. There are many combinations, some with actual drawbacks and others outright strong in effect, so I'll have a link in the full list for you to check out on your own language. Now finally, I will include the Korean server prices of the top 5 Lightstones being sold on the market to give you an idea of what Korean players are looking for in their builds. Now keep in mind the most expensive Lightstones sell very rarely, so if you want to wait and buy the Lightstones you want from the market, you're gonna have to wait a while. Now here's the good and the bad of artifacts. The good is that it's a power boost to newer players and those in mid-tier progression. It simply helps you grind better in PvE and make more money in life skills. The bad is, in the PvP side of things, already tanky classes will become even more tanky, and at the same time already hard-hitting classes will hit even harder, so maybe it will balance out in that way. And they could also trade damage boosts for tankiness, but for the most part players will tend to go for more of whatever they're specializing in. Not a lot of people are happy with that situation. In my opinion, I think artifacts are good for the game, but they do need tweaks. For example, if they were set on releasing artifacts alone without the Eternal Winter region we're getting in April, I would have liked them to include Elvia zones. It seems that developers are trying to make players scatter into less popular areas, and I think that makes sense, but someone who is in the middle of progression finally grinding Elvia Orcs or Bloody Monastery now has to try and get HP artifacts from a zone that takes more work and doesn't make as much money as they've been pulling in Elvia. What I would have loved to see is restrict the best artifacts to the new Eternal Winter region zones when it comes out in April, so you force people into the new zones to give it some life when it launches, and also allow normal players to check it out since there's also a 250 optional zone there as well. I think that would have been a win-win situation, but we have what we have. Most PvP players will probably not like artifacts for what it means to the balance of the game, but I think we're still waiting for class balance changes, which I have a sneaking suspicion will get closer and closer to a balanced patch right before a new class comes out next month. Now, for the majority of players, artifacts are new progression trees with no downside. There's only RNG drops, which I think is better than backwards progression. So that's artifacts and lightstones in a nutshell. As for the rest of the patch, we have a change to the Black Spirit summon, where you no longer aggro monsters for a short time while you summon your Black Spirit to proceed with a quest or use your buff. That's a really good change. Monster DR is now more effective, meaning if you have a combatant to Bala piece or Black Star armor, you are now tankier in PvE. That's a good change. Gyfin Rhasia Underground has been buffed, so now you get more loot, and you have the add die as you kill the awakened statue. There are now several weeklies for the life skills that reward you with an item that combines to make a life skill mastery scroll effect. That is huge, and a huge change for life skillers, since those scrolls are always nice to have. You no longer need to wait for the events to get them. There are now also dailies that appear depending on your life skill level that reward materials you tend to need for your life skill. That's another great change. And finally, you can display on the most recent recipes you've used when cooking and performing alchemy. Now, in terms of events, we have Twitch drops, so make sure to watch the required amount for those goodies. Imperfect Crystal event is a one-time thing, so make sure to do that for the free Lightstones you're going to get. The daily Fern Root event quest is back, so make sure to capture a horse every day for the event to just get more Fern Roots if you're interested in going for T10 mythical horses. There's also a breeding and imperial event for horse training, where you get more Flower of Oblivion and tokens. And there's also a training plus 50% and mount XP plus 50% buff going 24/7, so make sure to power level your training if you're interested in this life skill. Now lastly, we have a Shakatu silver box event where you can purchase up to 7 boxes for 500 million silver each to get some rewards. Obviously, there are RNG rewards, and the worst one is about 300 million silver worth of Caphras if you're unlucky, I guess. And you don't get something else. As always with these boxes though, do not do this. It's never worth it. The only people you'll see online posting what they get will be the less than 1% lucky people that are crazy enough to even go for this and get lucky. Think of this event as a scam. It's not worth your time. It's just a silver stick. And that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Hope you all have a good week, and let me know what you guys think about today's video over on our community Discord. We're now public on Discord Discovery, so you can follow the link or search for Anders on Discord to join up and say hello. If you want to support the videos I make in small donations, you can follow the Ko-fi link below and buy me a cup of coffee. I love coffee as much as I love bells, so every coffee you buy me will be greatly appreciated, and will of course come with some Discord perks like premium channels, voice chat, and streams. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon to get notified when I upload my next video. Remember, bell is good. As always, guys, thanks again for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.